two dogs, one potato, one stuffed animal. They both want the potato, but I'm gonna be able to walk away and they're not going to think about competing for that potato, fighting for that potato, because they don't believe they have to go through each other to get it. They believe in order to get that potato, they have to go through me. So, and neither of them are gonna do that. So therefore I said, that's my potato, it's my potato. I can walk away, right? I can trust them. And here's what's cool, watch this. I can come down and grab it. I'm the only one allowed to touch it, right? I can feed them. I'm in control of the resource now, right? This is like a dead deer carcass, right? And I'm the top dog telling them to get off the meat until I'm done, right? And then I'm putting this down. I claim it, it's mine. They won't fight over it because they don't believe they got a chance of even having it. What they believe is, if he's feeling good, he'll give me a piece. That's what they believe. They don't think that they're gonna be able to fight each other or myself over it, and therefore we have peace. So how does this work though? How can we get this? It has to be, each dog has to respect you on an individual basis. In order to have control of the pack, you have to have, on a personal level, with each dog, you have to have ultimate respect, right? And then when you get them all in a pack, you remain in control. If there's even one dog that you don't have control over, because you haven't had those conversations with it, it can throw things off. So I've had the conversations to let her know that I'm in charge of the environment, I'm in charge of the resources, and that I will feed her when you know, I'm gonna take care of her. I'm her leader. She's bought into it. She's good. No arguments. Same here, no arguments. If a new dog came in, he's gonna be like, he's not gonna know who's in charge here. And then when I say it's me, he's gonna be like, yeah, why should I listen to you? So I need to talk to that dog by myself, with just me and him for a little while, maybe a week, you know, get to know him, let him know who I am, and then introduce him to my pack. And then that dog can now live within my rules of my home. And all these people, all these dogs who live with us, they're taken care of by us. So we let them out on their hikes, we make sure that they're well taken care of as far as food, shelter, play. I mean, living the life, the dream life for a dog. But on the flip side, in order to pay for that board and stay, right? They got to behave by the rules. That's it. The cool thing about dogs are though, is they only do what their environment allows them to do. So in this environment, you're not allowed to just touch food. You have to ask this guy. And everybody's okay with that, right? So no fighting dogs. Also notice, because there's no anxiety, you hear? We're not here whining or panting or anything, and that's again because of the way they're thinking. They don't believe that it's even an option to grab this off from the floor right now. So therefore, they're not getting anxious about it. A lot of the times when we're seeing dogs get anxious, it's because they're anticipating. I'm gonna get it. I can't wait to get it. You know, I can't wait to have that food. I can't wait to go out that door. Whine, 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 whine. And these dogs don't know how to really just relax. These guys got taught individually before I brought them together as a pack to how to behave around desired resources. And that is, if you're relaxed, you get rewarded. The more you become crazy, you're not gonna get rewarded. You're gonna get corrected, because in this pack, we don't allow that, right? We allow calm, polite behavior at all times. And the only time you're allowed to get like exuberant and have all that crazy fun energy is when your human has said, go have fun, right? And we do that in a certain way. And then they go and have fun. And then as soon as we bring them back to the house, it's back to that calm, relaxed state of mind. And that's another reason why they're not going after this potato, because they're not living on edge. They're not worried about everything and eating their meal like this, right? Worried about everything coming and taking everything from them. Because they're not in control of going to get their resources. They're given to them by me, right? So it takes all that anxiety and stress of needing to lead a situation in order to get the food out of their mind, which is what wolves do. So, boom, we got 2 domesticated dogs. You understand the rules. Everybody's okay with it, and I can pick this potato up. I can throw it across the room. I could leave it there for an hour. Nobody's gonna touch it as long as I'm around, right? As soon as I leave, who knows how long that'll last? As soon as I'm out of the environment, now the dynamics change, right? Well, if I leave for a day or two, now they're hungry. Somebody's gonna touch this. Who's it gonna be, right? And now the leader's gone, so now they see this potato. I'm not there. They both know they weren't supposed to touch it, but now they're both hungry and starting to think about touching it. And he's gonna see that she's thinking about it, and she's gonna see that he's thinking about it, and somebody's gonna grab that potato. And if they both try to grab it, there's gonna be a fight, all right? And when your dog's used to living like that, it can take a little time to get them out of that frame of mind of living in the Wild West where you have to fight for your food and you're in that mentality, right? So as soon as I come back into the door, that structure, I remind them, remember the rules and everything's okay. So the success of this, of like living with a pack in harmony, is on the hinge of your leadership. Your leadership is the hinge, right? So as soon as you leave and there's no leadership, what happens, right? I think we know what happens. What would happen to our country? I don't know. You know, something similar in the pack. So take control, be the leader, let each dog know individually, gain influence over them, you know, ultimate control and lead. And I don't want to use the word power, but control in situations with them. So what I'm trying to say, Julie will edit this. Make sure you create a follower before you let them into the pack fully. If they're being integrated into the pack, they are being monitored and their behavior is being corrected by you as needed so that the pack can see that you're working on this guy, and soon enough they'll be ready to go. As soon as you have a follower, somebody who's not questioning your leadership. You got a pack member who's questioning your leadership, it's gonna be a problem eventually, okay? So run a tight ship. All right. Instead of a mic drop, it's a potato drop.